Welcome to my living room. Today my living room brings all the way home to Pen Grove, California. Hey, stay tuned. It's going to be a great show all about the goals and benefits of round penning your horse. Now, what's the crux of this round pen, and why in the heck are you even doing this in the first place? This established forward motion in here. When I establish my forward motion in here, my horse is following whose lead? Mine. Once I establish my forward motion in here, my horse should be straight, balanced, and not cutting corners, not falling in, or popping my bubble. Popping your bubble means I can touch you, can't touch me. So if my horse is going on the corral, and he's going on the corral, and he starts falling in, and falls way in, and he kind of goes out here, and he falls in again. Well, what was that first principle? I can touch you, you can't touch me. You're in violation right there. So when he's going on this corral, he can't go into my personal space, pop my bubble. Touching me, I can touch you, you can't touch me, as if he's coming into my bubble, he's touching me. So I'm going to enjoy this. Now, the end result in round pen work is clear communication, demonstration of transitions and transitions to teach horses. So I'm going to get myself prepared and in position. Now, he's going off in that direction there. I don't want him to go. I want to go off to the left. So it looks to me like right now, I got to get him to go off to the left. Am I prepared? Is my stick centered up? Am I watching my horse? Yeah. Now I ask my horse to go forward. And now you can see I got my horse to go forward to the left. And we're going to let my horse trot here. Now, while my horse is trotting, ladies and gentlemen, what am I doing? Bring your attention to me here. What am I doing with my stick? I'm walking around it. So let's kind of watch this for a moment. I'm walking around my stick like a pole, but the whole time my feet are in the same direction as my horse's feet. Kind of look at that. And you can also see that my hips are lined up with my horse's hips. So if you're going to take me and pick me up like with a crane and put me right over there to my horse's back, I could be able to slip right onto his back as if I'm riding him on the ground. So right now, I'm in position. And we're going forward. And I got my center point. Now, right about now, you're going, well, if you walk around that circle long enough, aren't you going to get dizzy? Well, here's a challenging scenario about getting dizzy in the round pen. And it happens very easily. If you can learn to spot yourself, that means find 4 locations in the round pen. Divide your round pen in quarters and find 4 locations. And just look at that location before your horse gets there. Look at that location that you picked out before your horse gets there and see it clear for a moment. You won't get dizzy. So like right now, my gate will be a location. Where that saddle's, that's a location. Right about there's a location. And right about over here, hey, quarter of my corral, my locations. Well, I'm going around my corral. I look at that location a quarter ahead of me, see it clear. I'm not dizzy. This is what figure skaters do to avoid getting dizzy when they're doing those spins and so forth. So we're spotting our round pen. Okay, now I like to get my horse that hasn't been round penned here. He's fresh. I want to keep a rhythm about this. And I'm just going to let him trot, and we'll keep a rhythm about this. And if I keep a rhythm or a tempo, he'll get relaxed. And then again, I'm working on forward motion. So right now, my horse is going around the corral, hasn't popped my bubble. We're keeping a rhythm with our trot. He lowered his head there a little bit. That's the start of a dialogue. When they start lowering their head, they're saying, I give, but I don't give up. That's an external look at inside of your horse. Him licking or chewing will say, like, hey, he lowered his head there. And he maybe start licking and chewing here. He'll get relaxed to this rhythm. So let's go ahead and try this. My horse is starting to trot pretty nicely here for me, getting relaxed. Let me go ahead and reward my horse. Now I'll take the pressure off of him, and we'll let him go ahead and find some rest. When I go ahead and ask my horse to rest, though, I'm not going to cut in front of him. I'm going to back away from him. Hey, a release of pressure, a draw. That will draw my horse to me. So well, watch this. With my left hand, now watch my left hand. I just connected my left hand to my horse's left eye. My left hand to his eye, and make believe a string is attached to his left eye, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that eye, behind the eye, look at that ear. Watch me now pull on this string with my left hand, and I'll pull my horse into a U-turn, and I'll get him to rest. Now check it out. I've got his eye, I'm pulling the eye, and I'm backing up. I'm backing up, I'm backing away. He just gave a big exhale. Look at him now. He's lowering his head. He's licking. He's chewing. He's relaxing. He got rewarded for trotting a quiet, balanced circle when he got in that place, that rhythmic trot. I pulled the pressure off of him. I took my hand, pulled the eye, pushed the hip, then backed off. Reward. Now watch my right hand. I'm going to push his eye. I'm not prepared yet. His right eye. Look at that. And go off to the right. Do you take that kind of time in your preparation for a transition? If not, you're not being very fair to your horse by being a good leader. That's a transition. That's the time you want to take to get your horse to respond to your gestures by being a good leader. Okay? Now I have my horse walking to the right. I'm in the same position, ladies and gentlemen. My toes are in the same position. My hips are lined up. But now my horse now is not going into some panic mode. He's just kind of relaxing walking.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I want to give an invitation to join my No Dust Club. The No Dust Club is a club where you're going to spend $20 a month. I want to give you access to a library of information that just has all the answers to questions you may have about problem solving or advancing your skills with your horse, from the round pen to performance horses. I'm also going to go ahead and give you a monthly DVD for that $20 investment. You're going to get discounts on products and services, 25% off Wrangler products when you're a member of our club. You join today, going to give you an ultimate horse flag, hey, a $40 value, $20 investment, you get the flag today. Give us a call, join the club, and we'll see you in the best club in the industry, the No Dust Club.
Hey horse lovers, you whispered and we heard you. The Dennis Reis Horseman's flag has been improved again. Some of you said your arms were tired from hauling all that heavy fiberglass. Our new horse flags are lighter weight for easier handling and more flexible for a more refined feel, and have a light polycarbon core with a soft rubber exterior. They're still sturdy enough for a firm reinforcement when necessary, but so much more comfortable to carry. They come in 4 fabulous, fashionable colors: ruby, sapphire, onyx, and emerald. Of course, our flags still have an ergonomic grip and hook for safely untangling rope or cinching a difficult horse. Order yours today, 800-732-8220, or order online at reisranch.com.
I'd like to give you an invitation to meet Deborah and I personally at one of our tour stops. Hey, bring your horse out, spend the weekend with us riding. You can't bring your horse out, at least come out and meet us and watch. You're going to be around a lot of horse lovers. We can help you improve your skills and improve the relationship you have with your horse. If you really want to immerse yourself in horsemanship, hey, spend a month with me out in California. I have a school starting up in July. Give us a call. We'll tell you all about the prices, the scheduling, and how we can really help you improve your relationship with your horse. Look forward to having you call us.
Don't miss out. Come and see Dennis Reis live. Call or go online for no-dust tour free passes for the following locations: July 13th and 14th, Monterey, California; July 20th and 21st, Reis Ranch, Pengrove, California; July 27th and 28th, Woodside, California; August 3rd and 4th, Red Bluff, California. Get your free passes today. Call 800-732-8220 or go online at reisranch.com.
Welcome back to Dennis Reis, Universal Horsemanship.
So we're going to go into a trot. This challenge ourselves, see how subtle we can be in our communication. One verbal aid in conjunction with my body language. Here we go. Escalate it, trot. I got my horse to trot. So you saw me kind of build my energy of my left hand. Look at my stick in my left hand now, though. The tip of it is right there on the ground. I'm holding on to my center point, and my toes are in the same direction. When I got my horse to trot, I lifted that tip off the ground, about 3 or 4 inches, got him to go. So my math says we can work on a more subtle communication. But look at him now. He's licking, he's chewing, the ear is on me, he's relaxed. So my math says, just go ahead and reward him. Now watch how I do this. Watch my right hand, my center point. I want to put it right to my horse's eye. Now there's 3 angles to this eye. There's behind the eye, in front of the eye, or the side part of the eye. Notice I'm actually kind of going slow right now. He kind of knows what's up here. I want to pull on that eye as if there's a make-believe string attached to it. It's going to create a lateral bend in his neck. With my left hand, or my ribs, or my gut, I'll push the rear end away. So I'm going to pull the eye with my right hand. There's your lateral bend. My core, my belly button, will push the hindquarters away, and he'll face me. When he faces me, I'll back up, and I'll draw him to me. Here we go. Get the eye, pull the eye, push the rear, back up. Now I got both eyes looking at me. Both eyes are on me, licking and chewing. I have his undivided attention, a big exhale. Now watch my horseman's hand shake as if there's 2 horses in here. He just gave again. Here's my hand, like you see in my logo, it's like a horse's nose. It'll be his idea of being curious enough to go ahead and check me out. His idea. I rewarded him for him touching me. I didn't touch him. He came to me. Horses are curious. Let's go back to the right again. Let's get ourselves prepared. I want to have him go off to the right. That means I've got to have my stick prepared to go in my center point. Now, what if I just backed off here and walked here, put my stick in there, and said, now go. I unplugged myself mentally from my horse, so if I was standing here, I just can't back up. If I back up, that's a release of pressure. I got to get him to go off to the right again. Watch my stick now. Now go off to the right. Isn't that cool? Taking that extra little part of being a good leader. And the principles of the round pen. Now watch this. I'm working my way back to the mount pen center. What if I did this? Now go. Well, you said you got to go in the middle of the corral. Watch this here. Go ahead and go. Go ahead and go. I got my horse going. And I had to get him out, and I got him going. And you said, well, now, put your stick back in the middle of the corral. And I'll go ahead and put my stick back in the middle of the corral. I'm confusing my horse really bad, aren't I? Because I'm not thinking when I get back to my center point. Let's go try this again. It's going to go to the right again. And if I find myself out here, do I just back up over here, then ask him to go? Well, I get myself out of position. That's a huge pitfall. So ask my horse to go. When I find myself out here, first of all, if my stick is out here, chances are I had to go ahead and escalate my aid. Boy, when I raise my stick up, what's my horse do? He goes. But I'm here, if I got to find that center point, I don't back up to it. I walk forward to my center place, okay? Because if I back up, what happens? It draws my horse to me. That's the release of pressure. Huge pitfall. So look at that. So let's go ahead and see if I can be more subtle now of asking my horse to canter and not be a horse screamer. A horse whisperer is someone who can get the horse to get their job done without you seeing what he did or she did to get the job done. That's where the horse whisperer term comes from. Silent communication through your body language. Subtle. Just go ahead. My horse is lowering his head. He's relaxed. Let's go to a canter. Hey, nice transition. Back to a trot. Boy, nailed that downwards transition. Giving. Just go back to a canter. Look at that. Back to a trot. Wow. I'm not going to do it more than 3 times. Notice, I haven't even cantered a whole circle, but I've cantered 3 or 4 upwards transitions, got nice upwards and downwards transitions. Let's go back to my canter. He's straight, he's balanced, back to a trot. Never lost my cadence, never lost my forward motion, never lost my straightness. Real subtle in my communication. You're going to have a hard time with your downwards transitions, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that. So we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's see if I can get my horse to walk now. Whoa. I just made a little exhale. I got licking and chewing. My horse is walking. I'm going to pull his eye back up. My horse just got rewarded for what? Canter, trot, and walk. And when I changed my energy from the trot to the walk, I just did this. Bang. Nailed that downwards walking transition. Just make one more run to the left. Get myself prepared. Get myself in position. Change my energy. Step away from me. Step away from me. Pretty good transition. We'll go ahead and just walk here to the left. There's my licking and chewing. Here's my center point. Let's go upwards to a trot. Build it. Hey, good. Build to a canter, build it, keep a canter, build it, a trot, downwards trot, hey, walk, change my energy, get real small but stay in position, get that walk. Well, he's not walking. I think I might get ahead of him a little bit now. Just block him into a walk. Good. Let him walk. Just get ahead of him to walk. Get ahead of him to walk. Good. Hey, my score went down, so I had to get ahead of him to walk. Let's try that again. Let's trot. While we're trotting here, let's see if we can get him relaxed here to trot, and see if I can get him to go to a trot from a walk, from a trot to a walk, without me getting ahead of him, like I'm riding him, okay? A very intelligent teaching tool, the round pen. So let's go ahead and ask for our walk. There we go. Just keep him walking, 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 keep him walking. I think we should reward him now. Pull the eye, push the hip, back off of him. And we're going to go ahead and pet him right here. And really love on him right here. Wow. That's an insight to Course 1. And in reality, in Course 1, you don't have to have him look at you just yet. When they start looking at me like that, that's really the foundation for Course 2 in our round pen work. Where in Course 2, we get them looking at us, then we start getting so we can actually diffuse the hind end like that and have them face us by moving the hind end. Watch this side here. Get myself prepared, pull that eye, and push that rear end away. That's more of Course 2 material. Course 1, position, forward motion, upwards transitions, downward transitions. When they pull the eye and push the hip, that's spilling like into more Course 2 material. But boy, when you get this foundation built in Course 1, position, upwards transitions, downwards transitions, rest at the right time, boy, you're going to have a dialogue built on your horse. You can go into Course 2 and have big success. Go into Course 3. Course 4, hey, round pen with no round pen. Then start riding your horse with the same idea. And I guarantee you'll know a whole lot more of why horses behave because you understand horse psychology, how horses think, how they learn, biomechanics of movement, and really what makes horses tick. And you'll be challenged to take your horsemanship to a higher level through your demonstration of how you have your dialogue going. That's the fun part of horsemanship. Hey, it's been a pleasure having us in the living room. We don't see in the future, we'll see in the pasture. Hey, God bless you, and we'll see you at the next one.
Introducing Dr. Stephen Alday, the creator of Lubricin.
Dr. Alday, I travel from coast to coast with my horses. We are in and out of numerous horse facilities. And, my biggest fear is, these infectious diseases. Can you help me on what to stay away from and what to look for my horse?
Well, the first things that you should look for, Dennis, are primarily things that you vaccinate for, which comes to mind first would be flu and rhino. Respiratory infection, discharge, fever. Essentially, they are infectious and they can basically transfer to other horses quite readily. Something else that can happen when you're out there, even though you can vaccinate for it, would be strangles, which can create an abscess that you see here, a high temperature, and also a tremendous amount of nasal discharge. This is extremely contagious and can affect any horse around it, whether they've been vaccinated for it or not, because this bacteria can mutate and basically your horse is susceptible to it, whether or not they've been vaccinated for a certain strain or not. Neurological herpes is a problem. If they come down with a respiratory infection and later they end up showing, neurological signs, you can certainly have a problem with that, and it's extremely infectious and extremely contagious to other horses if they get exposed to it. West Nile virus is a virus that's carried by mosquitoes. If you go to an area it's endemic, and you also have a history of West Nile being in the area, and they come up with neurological signs, it's something that you have to be aware of, and it can be extremely infectious, and you got to be careful to guard yourself against mosquitoes, and also make sure they've been vaccinated before you get there. So a number of primary things. Also, tetanus is something you want to keep up with. It's not something that's infectious between horses, but if they get a laceration or an injury, it can be a situation where they will show you tetanic seizure, this sort of thing, and if you haven't kept up with it. So it's something you want to keep an eye on. It's also one of the symptoms of tetanus as well is the fact that they'll be extremely sensitive to any type of outside stimulation, whether it be light, noise, or otherwise.
Call today to order Lubricin at wholesale prices. Limited time offer, so call 800-732-8220 or order online at reisranch.com.
I want to give an invitation to join my No Dust Club. The No Dust Club is a club where you're going to spend $20 a month. I want to give you access to a library of information that just has all the answers to questions you may have about problem solving or advancing your skills with your horse, from the round pen to performance horses. I'm also going to go ahead and give you a monthly DVD for that $20 investment. You're going to get discounts on products and services, 25% off Wrangler products when you're a member of our club. You join today, going to give you an ultimate horse flag, a $40 value, $20 investment, you get the flag today. Give us a call, join the club, and we'll see you in the best club in the industry, the No Dust Club.
Don't miss out. Come and see Dennis Reis live. Call or go online for No Dust Tour free passes for the following locations: July 13th and 14th, Monterey, California; July 20th and 21st, Reis Ranch, Pengrove, California; July 27th and 28th, Woodside, California; August 3rd and 4th, Red Bluff, California. Get your free passes today. Call 800-732-8220 or go online at reisranch.com.
Hey horse lovers, we need your help on the road, and in return we'll help you with your horse. Here's how it works. You can register as a No Dust Tour online ambassador and work from your computer at home. Email out tickets that have your own special code. Or become a state ambassador and we'll mail you numbered tickets to our events. Then you give them to other horse lovers, local businesses, and anyone else you know who might want to come to our tour stops. And you don't have to stick to just one tour stop. For each one of your tickets collected, you'll get $1 credit for merchandise in our store. Whoever gets the most tickets to one tour stops gets a 1-month premier horse course from Reis Ranch. And we'll put you in the running for the top ticket earner of the year. Whoever drives the highest total tickets to all Reis Ranch tour stops this year wins a 5-day clinic at Reis Ranch with Dennis Reis. We'll pay the winner's airfare to the clinic and give you a school horse, or drive yourself and bring your own horse. Call us at 1-800-732-8220 for information and details, or register online at reisranch.com. Hi, this is Deborah Reis, and we feed all of our horses Elk Grove Milling Stable Mix feed. What makes Stable Mix the right choice? There is no corn or molasses, and it is a complete feed that's weed certified free. It includes all the necessary daily vitamins and minerals and has bran for the coat and biotin for the hoof. For more information, go to elkgrovemilling.com.